Judge, back for another video. So the reason for the different intro this time and different space, I'm in a different place now. I've stopped making Magic the Gathering content, and I'm moving to My Hero Academia by Jazzco Games. They make a really good game. No lie, the product sells itself. The game is great. But I got the chance to be at MHAccg this year, MHAccg 2022, where I was a judge. I was working at the Jazzco booth, and I came across a lot of people who were interested in the card game. And I thought it was beautiful, to be honest, because I've really fallen in love with this game. And my friends and even people that I met there really wanted me to tell my story. And it was by such high demand that I figured, why not? So, sorry for the darkness and everything. Yeah, so how did I get into My Hero, right? Around December of 2021, I was starting to get irritated with Magic the Gathering. Not like Magic the Gathering itself or Wizards of the Coast, but mostly just how difficult the game is. I just wanted to enjoy the game, but I felt like I could not enjoy the game due to the game's mechanics. Not saying that the game is too hard, but I wanted to get into more of a simpler way of playing. Just draw cards, smack people in the face with big damage in turn. Something real simple, stay alive on defense and do it all again. And honestly, that is what I was looking for, and Magic is definitely not that. I mean, it does have its, it has its play styles like Gruul or Mono Green or Artifacts, but it just felt too slow. And when you get into a rhythm where everybody, then you're in your meta, in your play group at your local play stores, they all play the same things. They all play the same zombies, vampires, spirits, dragons, warriors, humans. They all play the same decks, and they're always net decking. You kind of just get tired of the same old. Especially when oh, you're playing that deck. Oh, you're probably gonna win unless we stop you. Oh, we can't stop you. Okay, you win. And it's just boring. It's like you're just going through the motions. So around then, I was starting to contemplate if I wanted to quit Magic, and I actually went on social media to ask other people like Lady Danger and so many people actually I was talking to, where I was just like, is it just me, or is it really hard to just do this one thing? Just draw cards, beat face in turn. And apparently I wasn't the only person who was going through this struggle. I found other content creators who were feeling the same way, and other players even who were feeling the same way as I did, where they kind of just, were just sick of the complexity of Magic the Gathering. So in February, the store manager at the local game store that I was playing at just kept asking, like, every week, like after November, because I think, My Hero released in November. They just kept asking, like, hey, do you want to play My Hero? Do you want to play My Hero? Do you want to stop playing Magic and play My Hero? My Hero's more fun. The store manager, awesome guy, very charismatic. But he just kept asking, and I'm a man of my word. I'll give a card game a chance, anytime. So I had to go to a wedding in February, and I decided to binge watch My Hero Academia, and this was around the time Kamigawa came out for pre-release that weekend. And even though Kamigawa has some amazing cards and some amazing decks, I kind of just felt like I was just done with the game. And watching all 5 seasons of My Hero Academia, I felt like I understood the concept of the anime. I don't want to say anything to upset people from my comparisons and my process thoughts on the anime. But it felt familiar in other ways of other shows that were kind of meshed together. Like if you were to take this one anime and this one anime and put them together, I was like, okay, I like that. I like that idea. It tells a different side of a story. Um, and but there were no characters that I was just like I had to play. There was no character that was like, this character is me. The only character I really grew to love was Endeavor. Endeavor was, at first I was like, man, this dude's a straight up jerk. And then towards season 3, I started to understand like, his mentality, his process of way of thinking and trying to do things, and I had so much respect for him, and especially how he never gave up on his wife, and his kids only know half the story type of thing. And I was like, this man really cares about his family, but they don't see. It's kind of like a thing in writing. I don't want to get into it too much, but it's kind of like a thing in writing where like people don't see what the man is trying to do for the future. They only see what's happening in the present. And ignorance is what sells stories. So I won't get into it. Kind of like with Shang-Chi. So I did the demo at the store. And we weren't using the demo decks. We were using real decks. So the store manager was playing Aizawa at the time. And I'll put the card up on screen. So he's using Eraserhead. And he's doing all this stuff with erase and sealing my character, cutting off my skills. I'm using Bakugo, by the way. And I'm just getting wrecked. And I'm like, okay, no, maybe I'm not understanding the rules too much. Let's try again. And I get wrecked again. And I'm like, and I start going through the rule book. I'm flipping through the pages, reading to make sure I understand like how to block and how the enhanced step works and stuff like that. Now I'll go through a video of things to know when starting to play the game for those who started playing after Anime Expo, or those who are still looking to get into it, and maybe I explain it better than other people. I don't know. I'll do a video explaining stuff, but I start reading through it and I'm like, okay, I think I got it. So we go again. I think we did like 5-6 matches, and I got close to beating him, and I was like, okay, this is actually pretty fun. I think I like this, right? So I go home. He gave me the deck to like borrow. It was just a rival deck of Bakugo. He was like, take it home, look through it, go online, look up some content creators. I looked up Tam Cardwell, Ty's House, My Hero Meta, Go Beyond Gaming, and great channels if you're looking to learn, especially for budget decks or learning like what's good and what's what can be worked on. And I came back the next Saturday. I was stoked. I was like, let's get this rematch going. I saw what you're going down. Like, this is gonna happen. And I got destroyed. And so this was about March. March, I was given a sealed box for my birthday, and I got a lot of really good pulls in my first box. And then I bought the rival deck just to try to like keep going at it. And then they had some tournaments. I joined the tournaments, and I met some really awesome players. The Universus players are very nice. Like, I appreciate them and their time. They really like want to help you grow and learn the game and stuff. And I met some really good people who are now my friends, and I really do cherish that. It's a good feeling. And some of my older friends are getting into My Hero now, which is even awesome. Just from my passion alone and telling them about it and seeing my excitement. But so we do a couple tournaments, and Set 2 Crimson Rampage is starting to come out. And the store owner gives me some, not the store owner, the store manager gives me some kind of bad news. He's like, hey V, I'm on my way out. Time for me to find a new job, ownership and stuff. And I was like, oh man, that means I'm gonna lose something. I'm gonna lose this community. And I just found it. I just found this game that I'm interested in. And I started to like doubt myself and doubt maybe I shouldn't have, gotten into this game. It's already gonna die. Because it's the only store around that had players. So he was like, well, do you want to continue without me? And I was like, well, how can I do that? I don't work for the store. I'm not an employee, and I can't work due to medical issues. And he was like, He was like, no, what if you become a judge? He's like, I'm the judge of this store. I'm an official judge. What if you take the test? So I studied the rule book for a couple days, and I passed the test to become a judge on my second try. And I sent him a message. I showed him my certificate, my name on it and stuff. And I was so excited. And he was like, all right, well, sneak peek is all you. That'll be your first event as a judge. So we did the sneak peek of Crimson Rampage, and my friends from Magic were like, wow, look at you. You're a judge now. You're running events. You're a tournament organizer now. Wow. Okay. Doing events and stuff. And I kept doing it week after week, and everybody was just impressed. They were just like, dude, you're really passionate about this game. And I couldn't say anything bad about the game. I started doing demos for other stores. There are like 15 or more card shops in my area, and there are about 7 of them that want to support my hero. So I did demos at all of them. And that's kind of just how I got absorbed into Universus with Jazzco Games. And it just took off. So I told my friends, I was like, I need to grow this game. I don't know what I need to do, but I need to grow this game in this area. I want to play more people. I want to, do well in tournaments. I want to be good enough to go to regionals. I want to feel like I can hold my own in provisionals. And my hero friends and my Magic friends were like, what do you want to do about it? How are you going to go about this? And I told them, the Jazzco Games is at Anime Expo. I'm somehow going to go there to help grow this community in Los Angeles. And that's what happened. I saw the message from the community manager. He posted about taking volunteers for Anime Expo. And I jumped on it. I was already contacting him back and forth about, things that my stores were telling me that they were looking forward to, and, things that they needed help with, or things that they could hope to see for the future. And, I asked him, I was like, hey, I saw you guys you just announced you're going to Anime Expo. Are there still spots open? And he said, yes. Sign up and you're in. So I signed up and he picked me. And I've met so many awesome judges, like from Riverside to Pico Rivera, to other parts of Southern California. Like, everybody who was there, even the Jazzco staff, were amazing. Like, I'm trying not to cry either. Cause it was an awesome experience. I've been at Anime Expo plenty of times, from working with Magic the Gathering to Yu-Gi-Oh, to just going there as a fan, or just going there to hang out with friends and just play card games, or going there for regional tournaments for Yu-Gi-Oh or for Force of Will and other card games. But the people I met at Anime Expo, from the Jazzco staff who were awesome to the other judges who were awesome, everybody was so helpful and welcoming. The owners of Jazzco Games, the new owners, they were amazing. They were so nice, and I got to play them in a match. I'll probably throw the photo up. I got to play one of them, and he destroyed me because he was using Aizawa, and it was an upgraded version of the one that my previous store manager was playing. Set me back, but it was fun. I definitely wouldn't trade that experience in for the world. I would definitely do that again 10 times out of 10. Like, I'm still recovering. My voice is still messed up from Anime Expo. We did so many demos. There were so many people. We were across from Aniplex. We were behind Riot Games. We were across from some cafe that was doing Studio Ghibli and Gundam stuff, and then we were directly across from Weiss Schwartz and Cardfight Vanguard, and One Piece was like two sections over. Like, we were right at the front doors of Entertainment Hall, and we were swamped Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had so many people wanting to learn how to play My Hero Academia that we couldn't keep up with it. And I lost my voice from screaming over the Beyblade booth, which was near us. You know, people screaming out "Let It Rip" for the tournament, which I love Beyblade, but man, they were so loud. And then the Aniplex Theater, they were doing like Demon Slayer plays and stuff, and skits. But my voice is still wrecked. But I met so many awesome people. So many people who were fans of fighting games like me. So many people who were fans of card games like me. And so many people who were spread out around Los Angeles, from Inglewood to Montebello to San Fernando Valley to other parts of Los Angeles, Long Beach even. Just so many people, and all these people, and like cosplayers, there were so many people who were cosplaying My Hero. It was awesome. I'm getting sidetracked, sorry. But I got to demo and teach people the game for AX, and as a judge, I felt so happy just being able to teach people something that I was passionate about. And I can't thank Jazzco Games enough for taking me in and giving me a chance. Jellyfish Guy, thank you so much. Mr. Gideon, thank you so much for answering all my questions, because I had a ton of questions about the company, because I never heard about Jazzco Games before until I learned about My Hero, and even then I didn't know anything about them. I was just trying to grow my community so much I forgot to like do research on the company itself. And everybody just answered my questions. Like, everybody just was so chill and supportive. I definitely would not trade it in for the world. And all the people that I taught who were, I don't know how to put it. They, like, some people were like inspired, some people were motivated, some people were like energetic, some people were like, "Oh my god, My Hero has a card game. Why did no one tell me about this?" Some people were just like, "So what is a card game?" Like, I have so many stories from AX. I can't even get into it. That'd be like an hour-long video. But so many people wanted me to cover my story as to how I got into My Hero as a judge and what happened. And because there were like over 100 people who asked me to do this video, I decided to do it for you guys. I do plan on doing content in the future. I do want to say it will be difficult because I am no longer working due to medical issues. I don't know if a Patreon is worth doing, but I just love this game. I'm excited for Jazzco. I love their system. I'm excited about My Hero. The more I play My Hero Academia, the more I fall in love with the characters, and I feel myself watching the anime over and over again to catch like little details and stuff. I haven't read the mangas, but eventually I will. The mangas are way further than the anime, but like with the characters in the game, the characters feel like they do in the show. When you play Bakugo, you feel that ruthless aggression. When you play Deku / Midoriya, version 1, you feel like you need to be defensive and hold off for that real powerful arm-breaking punch to do like 15 plus damage. Like when you're playing All Might, you really feel like you need to do, hard hits, and like, it just like the game just is very unique. And I didn't know that Jazzco Games had other IPs that I would be interested in, like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Soul Calibur, King of Fighters, Darkstalkers, Mega Man, Evil Dead. There's so many. I'll try to put it up on screen, but they have so many IPs that it's amazing. And most of them are fighting games that I actually played back when I was a fighting game player. For tournaments, I was a part of the FGC. For Street Fighter 4 and for Soul Calibur 3 and 4, and a little bit of Soul Calibur 5. Street Fighter 5, I tried to go pro. Guilty Gear, I tried to. So I'm very familiar with fighting games. And even now, I'm trying not to buy the Capcom collection because I want to play Gym Fighter really bad. But I can translate my knowledge from these fighting games in video game form to card game form pretty easily. Because of the fact that I've played them for so long, I can use the progressive difficulty system as frame data, where I don't have to worry about missing an input on buttons. I can just play the card. I can look at how certain things are done in the card game and translate it into a fighting game, and I get better at the fighting game. Or I get better at the card game because of the way I'm thinking differently. And when I was teaching at MHAccg, there were some people who were fighting game enthusiasts like me, where I started to explain the game as a fighting game, and they were just like, I got it. Say no more. I got it. They were like, oh, here's my poke, and I'm going into my combo. And they were just like, oh, and like these two guys, I will not forget them. I forgot their names. I'm bad with names, but they were so competitive. It was so funny. And then there was this couple that were so competitive too. Like the competitive groups were so funny to watch because they were just getting into it, and the games were getting intense. And I think that's one thing about My Hero is that with Jazzco's games, the system of the Universus system, the matches can be very intense. Where like you get an attack coming in for like 24 damage, and then you can bring down the speed in order to block it, and it saves your life, or you can't block it, like it's you get some really epic moments playing that game. And I'm smiling now just thinking about it, because like I've been playing my friend for the past couple of days. And anyway, my friends are getting into My Hero, and it makes me happy because I don't feel like I'm alone. And I want the game to grow, which is why I push so hard to go to MHAccg, because I really want the game to grow in my area. There are some stores that have a good number of players, but in my area, I'm still developing. So I plan on doing some videos. I plan on doing some deck profiles. I've been doing videos on TikTok and Instagram for a couple months now, but I feel like I should try and bring that content to YouTube as well. So because people asked me to at Anime Expo, I'm going to do it. And I mean it. I'm going to do it. So stay tuned for more videos. I will be doing deck profiles, like I said. I will be covering like some rules of the game, because I know some people are really confused about certain things. So I'm going to cover them in great detail as much as possible. And I may be absent for a while because I have to go into a major surgery soon. So I might not be able to post as frequently at the start, but while I'm on bed rest, I definitely will be able to post as much as I want because I don't have to go to work. So yeah, unfortunately my stores will take a hit because I am the head judge for 5 stores in my area. But they're already aware of this and they're preparing for my return. I just can't wait to come back. So if you stuck around this long, thank you. I appreciate the support, and hopefully I'll start to see more places with My Hero tournaments in my area, and hopefully in your area you'll start to see more places. Maybe this is the time, who knows. But if you definitely see Jazzco games at any other anime conventions, I think Gen Con, they're going to there are a couple other conventions that they might be going to. Definitely drop by, learn the game, ask them questions. I know regionals is in Florida right now. They did regionals in Vegas. They did regionals in Orlando. There have been, I think, regionals up north. I can't wait for Los Angeles regionals. That's what I'm waiting for, either to go there and play or to be a judge. I want to judge regionals here in Los Angeles. That's my goal, is to get regionals here in Los Angeles and judge it. So I hope that happens. But until then, I will see y'all in the next video. Thank you. Peace out.